Manny Pacquiao scored 3 knockdowns to make scary KO artist quit the last time he won by stoppage. It's been quite some time since fans saw Manny Pacquiao win a fight by knockout. The former 8-weight world champion ended his 4-year retirement to make a comeback earlier this year, but he only managed to get a majority draw when he fought WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in July. A unanimous decision defeat against Jordanis Ugas originally sent Pacman into retirement in 2021. Before that, Manny Pacquiao went the 12-round distance in wins over Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner. Throwback: Manny Pacquiao stole the show on Mike Tyson's undercard with bloody knockout stoppage. Watch Manny Pacquiao KO Lucas Mathis. Lucas Mathis is the last man to have suffered a knockout loss against Manny Pacquiao. They met for the WBA regular welterweight title in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, on July 15, 2018. Mathis entered the fight with a 39-4 record and a reputation as one of boxing's biggest punchers. 36 of the Argentine boxer's wins had come by knockout against the likes of Lamont Peterson and DeMarcus Coley. On fight night, he was no match for Manny Pacquiao, who scored a 7th-round TKO win. Mathis was dropped by a nasty uppercut in round 3, then decided to take a knee after absorbing a right hook 2 rounds later. Ultimately, he appeared to quit by throwing himself to the floor when another uppercut connected in round 7. The win was Pacquiao's first by KO since he stopped Miguel Cotto 8 years earlier in November 2009. Mathis retired following his loss to the Filipino boxing legend, who is still competing at the very top all these years later. Manny Pacquiao's next fight. Manny Pacquiao recently announced the date for his next fight, which will take place after his 47th birthday. "Hello to all my boxing fans," he said in a social media statement earlier this week. "I'm excited to let you know I will be returning to the ring on January 24th in Las Vegas. It is going to be an exciting and special event. Stay tuned. More news to come on my opponent in the next few days." In 2026, Pacquiao hopes to break a boxing record he set by winning a welterweight world title 7 years ago. The WBA 147-pound champion, Rolly Romero, is believed to be the front-runner to face Pacquiao next. 2 potential alternatives have been named if Pacquiao doesn't get the chance to break his own record and become the oldest welterweight champion ever at 47 years old. Boxing reporter Mike Coppinger claims that even though Conor Benn and Gervonta Davis both have big fights booked for November, they are being considered as potential options for Pacquiao's next outing. Eddie Hearn reveals major problem that makes Dana White want to change the Muhammad Ali Act. Dana White has ruffled plenty of feathers since announcing his move into boxing. The UFC CEO will implement his revolutionary plan to transform the sport in 2026. Dana White has already signed a historic TV deal with Paramount, which will air 12 Zuffa boxing shows next year. The MMA mogul is also working on creating a new version of the Muhammad Ali Act, a U.S. federal legislation passed in 2000 that seeks to protect the rights and welfare of boxers. Latest news: Manny Pacquiao announces next fight date as he eyes boxing history at 47 years old. Eddie Hearn: why Dana White wants to change the Ali Act. Dana White says his reason for adding to the Muhammad Ali Act is to take boxing to the next level. The chairman of Matchroom Sport, Eddie Hearn, believes his new rival wants to hide revenue from fighters on his UFC and Zuffa boxing rosters. The problem with the Ali Act for them is you have to disclose to the fighters the revenue of the show, particularly from the broadcaster, Hearn said on the Ariel Helwani show. "I think there is many different facets, but that is a major problem because they will be receiving a significant rights deal from Paramount. When you're making millions in a rights deal and the talent is getting such a small percentage, that's going to cause a problem."